That's okay. We'll get started because it's Tuesday. We're finally back. Jess had to postpone her usual Monday spot to Thursday, so look forward to that. So we're going to start this week with, my kind of niche is the mindset, the mind shift portion of what we do, and we're going over Eric Worre's GoPro 7 Steps to Becoming a Network Marketing Professional. And when we decided to do this book first, we have like a ton of books that we've kind of mapped out for the year. And we're really going to start focusing on network marketing. So this is a really good place to start. When I started in network marketing, this was the first book I read. And it's a really great point of view and to get somebody's mind right about what network marketing really is. And so we're going to go over this with you guys over the next few weeks. And I'm going to try really hard. There's a lot of nuts and bolts in this book, but there are some mindset things that you guys have to, or that we have to as network marketers, kind of realize and shift the way we think about it. And it also helps us shift the mindsets of other people that we want to join this with us, that we want to show the way, right? So this is a really great place to start. And I'm going to try really hard over the next few weeks to really focus on the mind shift or the mindset part of this. Take the steps that he talks about and kind of frame our minds around how we need to look at those in order to be successful. So I titled this first week, Realize, Decide, and Learn. And I think these are really the first things that we need to focus on in order to really embrace what this profession is about and really take it seriously. And we can say all day that we get it, but do we really get it? Are we really taking the time to realize what this opportunity can mean for you and for a lot of other people, what the potential that's really there? Are we taking the time to really make the decision to do it the right way and be a professional? And are we taking the time to learn the skills that it takes to be really good at this? So that's what we're going to go over today. So Eric kind of starts this book, and I love that I've read this book quite a few times, but it's been a minute since I've dove into it. So it's really exciting to go back through it because there's so many things that I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't thought about that in a while. But he starts this book by admitting that he's not the best networker, and I know that that's kind of hard. It's hard to admit when you're not but he seems like he's very successful in network marketing, right? For him to say that, you're like, what? You're so successful. How are you not a great networker? But it comes so naturally for some, and other people have to work at it. And I think that's what he means. He had to work at it. He had to learn. He had to evolve into it. He had to grow into this person. And I just love that he admits that in the beginning, because I know a lot of people feel that way, especially when they're first getting started in something and brand new and they don't really understand it. And he also admits that network marketing isn't perfect. And we all know that. As much as we love this profession and as much as we've seen what it's done for ourselves or what we're striving to achieve, it's not perfect. And we know that nothing's perfect, but it is better. And he says that too. And I think that's a really great point to point out of the book in the beginning. And then he goes through this exercise, and I love this exercise because it kind of really makes you see where your mind is and where the minds of others are that you're talking to about network marketing. But he goes through an exercise where when he speaks to live groups, he does this, and it kind of made me realize something, and I kind of hope that it does for you too. But he asks people to make a perfect career list. And in the book, he says people usually start by naming things they don't want, which is kind of natural when we're thinking about the life that we want or the career that we want. We don't want a boss. We don't want a commute. We don't want um, an alarm clock that we have to wake up to every morning, which I know a lot of us do anyway. But um, there's no educational requirement that's necessary for what we want to do. These are all things that he says people typically list first. And then once that's done, once they go through the lists, the things that they don't want, they start thinking a little bit more creatively and in a more positive way. And then they start listing things that they do want. And, they want a great product or service, or they want an unlimited residual income. They want time freedom. These are all things that we know that we've all said we want, that we know are possible with network marketing. Low risk, low startup cost. These are all the benefits that we always list of network marketing, but these are the things that people say they want in their ideal careers, in their ideal life. If they could do anything, what would it look like? These are the things that people list. But when you ask someone if they want to be a network marketer, they say no. There's this preconceived idea, or their mindset, they don't understand the real potential of what a professional network marketing career can look like. And so I think the thing that I realized was that most people will agree with this list, but as we know, most stay stuck in whatever it is that they're doing now, and they won't take this chance on this opportunity that we're presenting to them. And why? There's lots of reasons why, I think, but there's a few that stuck out to me, and we're going to talk about those. We know things, we know all the things on this list are possible through network marketing. So why doesn't everyone say yes? Why doesn't everyone become uber successful when they join network marketing? Or why do they tell us no? If they want all these things and we're offering them to them through this opportunity, where's the disconnect? And I think it's a few things. Number one being programming. We all, or most of us, have grown up with the 40-40 mentality. You work 40 hours a week for 40 years and then you retire. This was very true for me personally. My parents and my grandparents, that was the life they lived. They worked for GM, they worked 40 years, they worked 40 hours a week, and then they retired. And that was just kind of the way that I was raised. It was ingrained in me to do the same. But there was always something in me that was like, there's got to be more than this. This can't be, I don't want to live like that. I cannot go day after day, like, what's that thing? The wheel that the guinea pig spins on. Yeah, hamster wheel. That's it. Thank you. So, but they didn't know any better either. My parents and grandparents, that's what they were taught to do. That's what they agreed to. If you guys followed us for the 4 agreements, we make tons of agreements when we're learning and growing as people, and they agreed to that. They thought that was the reality. That's just the way that you did things. So it's not really their fault. I'm not blaming them, but that's why I think a lot of people don't take seriously what network marketing can do for them. They want this life, but they don't understand that this can get them there. And the next, I think, is comfort. It's comfortable. We're really comfortable in where we're at. Is it exactly what we want? No, but we're making it. We're not suffering. So I think we live in this comfort zone. It's safe. Our brains are hardwired to keep us safe. And if something seems a little risky, or you're unsure of something, or you don't completely understand it, it's hard to step into that. So I think that's another reason why not everyone says yes to this opportunity that's going to give them the life that they say that they want. It takes a lot of rewiring our brain to understand and step out of that comfort zone to get more, to become more. And lastly, it's fear. I think it's fear of what others think. It's fear of failure. It's fear. There's tons of fears that we could list, but I think because everyone is programmed into this idea of what life should be, they don't see the potential. And so their preconceived notions and ideas of not stepping outside of their comfort zone, they will tell you that you're crazy for doing it. And I think that that fear of what other people are going to think of what we're doing, um, is one of the reasons that hold people back. They're like, oh yeah, I guess I get it, but will anyone else that I know get it? Like, will they? What are they going to say about me? Are they going to think the same things I thought? And then there's these preconceived notions of network marketing in general, which is what Eric is, his whole mission is to try to change that and to make it a true profession. So once we realize the disconnect, the things that are holding people back from this life that they say they want and this opportunity that could give them that life, it kind of changes our mindset or shifts our mind on how we can approach these people and how we can kind of understand where they're at now and walk them through to the side. If you guys have ever heard Fraser talk, he talks about the bridge all the time in network marketing and getting people from one side of the bridge to the other. And I think that this is a big key in understanding where people are and knowing how to get them to understand what this opportunity could really do for them. If we understand where they are mentally, we should be able to speak more intelligently on it to them. And the how of doing that is what we're going to discuss over this next month of this book, with us this week, every week. And Justin said is going to cover more of the like I said, nuts and bolts of this book. And like I said, I'm going to try really hard to focus on the mindset aspect of it all. And so I think that part is important to learn and understand first and foremost. So once you realize this is a better way and you completely have your mind wrapped around why people sit where they're sitting and what it took for you to, take that leap and take that step, it just makes it a little bit easier to have those conversations. And so once you realize this is a better way and want this for yourself and others, you have to make a decision. So you've realized the potential, you've realized this is the way to get the life that you guys, or that tons of people always say that they want. Now you have to make the decision. And I remember the day perfectly, like it was yesterday, when I said, I'm making the decision to do this and I'm going to do it the right way and I'm going to go for it because I don't want to come to this office anymore. I don't want an hour commute each way. I don't want to miss out on my kids' practice, sports and practices, and have to plan out my very limited days off that I was allowed. I wanted more freedom than that. And so I made the decision. And you guys, when I first started in network marketing for the first few months, I was a toe dipper. I was like, oh yeah, I love the product. I get the business. I see the potential, but I'm not really sure. And it took me a minute, but I remember the day that I said, this is what I want to do. And it changed the way I looked at it. It changed the game for me. And so when you make that decision, um, uh, Tony Robbins always talks about what actually making a decision is, and there has to be action, or the decision was never really made. You can mentally say, I decided I wanted to do this, but if you didn't take any steps toward it, you didn't take any action toward it, you didn't really make a decision. And that always sticks with me when I'm trying to decide on something. If I'm willing to take an action behind that decision, then that's really a decision that I'm making. So keep that in mind when you're trying to decide things. If there's action behind it, then you've made a decision. So next in the book, Eric kind of talks about how network marketing is wonderful and it can get you exactly what you want, but there's a catch. And he says the catch is you must accept a temporary loss of social esteem from ignorant people. And there's two words that stick out in that to me, and it's temporary and ignorant. And temporary because once you decide to make it a profession and you become professional about it and you get some success under your belt, those losses don't really seem like losses anymore. You are just on the other side of understanding. And that's why the second word sticks out to me, ignorant. Ignorant people aren't necessarily stupid. They just don't understand. Ignorance is just a lack of understanding. And so if we decide to be okay with that temporary feeling of loss of our social circles, of people who don't understand what it is we're doing, then we can make it about getting people to understand what it is that we're doing and not taking it so personal. These people have either tried network marketing in the past incorrectly, not doing it the right way and failed, or they've been told by someone else who has tried network marketing and not done so well that it doesn't work. And so there's just this lack of understanding of what it's really about, how to do it the right way. And that's what we're here for. That's what I think we kind of have to shift our mind into what our mission is to make people understand exactly how to do it, exactly how to do it the right way, what the real potential is and what it's not. So I'll give you guys a personal example of, I was well into my network marketing. This was like probably a couple years in, and I had a family member of a person I was talking to about the business come after me, like hard. Like this person, her uncle or cousin, I don't even remember who it was, but she saw the potential. She loved the products and she wanted a better life for her and her kids. She was a single mom at the time. And um, she had an incredible network. She had so much potential. This family member told her it was a scam. And even when, as far as messaging me and telling me what a bad person I was for trying to scam his niece or cousin, I can't remember which one it was. And he wasn't going to allow me to do that. And that was like, geek, like, you don't even know me, man. I'm not a bad person. I'm only presenting an opportunity to her. And it was just his lack of understanding that caused him to do that and to come after me that way and to believe that it was a scam. And she ended up not, you know, joining the business and growing her business and taking advantage of the opportunity. And that story sticks with me all the time because it's just that ignorance of people that don't understand what it is we do. And I tried really hard to get him to understand. And I was like, I tried to be understanding of where he was coming from and really, offer some education in it, but it just didn't happen. Anyway, I'm scrolling. Okay. So the point is we have to decide that we accept this temporary loss and embrace it. At first I didn't really embrace it. I didn't even really accept it. I wanted to be successful. So I kind of I put my head down and went at it like a bull in a china shop. Like I was like, I'm not going to let it bother me. Everything's just going to bounce off of me. I don't care what everybody thinks. I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to plow through. Who cares about the no's? But it still affected me because I didn't have my mind wrapped around it exactly. Every no, it's a pyramid scheme, it's a scam, you're a bad person, all of those negative comments, they were affecting me. I just wasn't handling it. I wasn't acknowledging it. And after a while, that can really start to get to somebody. If you're not really if you don't realize exactly what's going to happen, and if you don't really wrap your mind around it's temporary and these people just don't understand, you say you don't take it personally, but it still affects you. And so if we don't truly embrace this process, like I said, and get our minds right about it, it will chew you up and spit you out. this profession can do that if you're not prepared to handle this and really understand what it means. It's not about you. It's not about network marketing being bad. It's about their lack of understanding. And once you really realize that, sorry, I'm scrolling. There's like birds flying around outside my window right here. And we have doves that nest on our roof and they fly down into our windows right here all the time. Sorry, distracting. So making this decision is key to really understand and embrace the process and understand that it's not you, it's just a lack of understanding. And it's your job to help people understand. This is step one in the decision to becoming a professional network marketer. Once you have your mind right, you make the decision to do the things the right way. The next step is learning how to do the things the right way. So we've realized the potential, we've decided to do things the right way and embrace the process. And now we have to learn how to do the process. How do you become an actual professional network marketer? Learning is key and never stop learning. I know I will tell you at every level of this business, every level of your company, people are always learning. As soon as you think you have it figured out, there's something new to learn. You have a small team and you're learning how to become a leader. You have a mid-sized team and now you're a leader, but now you have to learn how to scale that. And then you have a large team and you have to learn how to be a leader of a large team. And there's always something to learn, protecting yourself, protecting your peace, just tons of skills that you're constantly going to be learning. You don't just get to a point where you learned it all and that's it. So constantly be learning, and learning is the key. And Eric goes over the different types of network marketers. And here's the thing we say it all the time. Anyone can join network marketing and anyone can join network marketing. It's a double-edged sword, right? So true. What got you here won't get you there. Yes, exactly, Amy. Jessica just went over that book. And it's so very true with anything in life, not even network marketing. But so just like any other career, there's training. If you start a new job, there's training, there's learning, there's skills involved. And if you some come into network marketing and look at it like a lottery ticket, is what he says in the book, hoping to sign up that one rock star and you're just like off and running, sweet, I don't have to do anything else. And that's how some people look at it. He calls them posers. And then next he talks about amateurs, and he started as an amateur. And I think a lot of people do because it's brand new. Not everyone that joins your team has been in network marketing before, or maybe they have and they just didn't really do much with it. But he says amateurs focus on luck. They focus on timing. Did I get in early enough? They focus on positioning. Am I in the right team? Am I in the right company? Those are the things that amateurs look at to decide whether or not they're going to be successful. And they also look for shortcuts in any angle they can to grow. But all of these things are just that bull in a china shop mentality. They're just trying to figure out a way to get what they want without really learning what it takes and doing the things that it takes to be successful. You just kind of plow through and hope for the best. And that's how a lot of people's mentality is when they start this, unless they learn the right way to do things. If we take the time to learn how to be a professional, the game totally changes. It looks completely different. And I think that if we can get more people when they start and join network marketing to approach it as a professional, to take the time to learn the skills, that this preconceived notion of network marketing, which is Eric's whole mission, will change. It will start to look like a true profession because people are taking it seriously. They're not hoping for a lottery ticket and just trying to get in early because that's the timing of things. When you think of a professional, you think of things like a doctor, a lawyer, a dentist, an athlete. something that they went and learned and trained and learned the skills of in order to become and be successful at it. And they, you know, they learn the skills, they practice the skills, they become better. So once you realize this is a better way to getting what you want in your life and what you want your life to really look like, and you make the decision, like really decide to embrace the process of everything and make the commitment to learn the skills to become this professional, network marketing looks a whole lot different. And I hope you guys are reading along in the book with us over the next few weeks, because it really is a even if you've read it before, it's a great refresher. There's things in here that I didn't realize that I was even reading before because of where I was at in my business. And there's things that were reminders to me. And I hope you take this time to really think and take stock on how you're approaching your biz and how your mindset is on it. And make the shift if necessary to really become a professional, to really embrace the process and really understand that your job is to help bridge the understanding for people so that they can understand that they want this list of things and we have a way to give it to them. And if you understand that you're just that bridge in between the two for them, it can kind of make it a little less overwhelming or scary, I guess, maybe in a way. So really take stock on if you've really realized the potential, if you've really made the decision, and if you're really willing to learn and apply the skills necessary. Um, so yeah, I hope you guys all have a wonderful Tuesday. We'll be back here tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. with Sydney. And then we'll have Jess on Thursday this week. And each week forward, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday will still be the same. Jess, me, Sid, and then Thursdays, we're going to have Haas and Julie, I think, are going to make it a little more interactive. We're going to go over what we learned or discussed for the week, have question and answers, and just get different people's perspectives on the things. And I'm so excited for that because I want to hear from you all too. So hope you guys all have a wonderful week, and we'll see you back here tomorrow at 8:30. Bye, guys.